Hello.
Matthew.
G'day. How are you?
Oh, wow. You are totally from Australia.
My giggling's going to have nothing to do with how sexy your accent is, just so you know. I'm totally giggling about a thing that happened earlier today.
That's how she orgasms. She giggles.
Orgasms tickle.
I'm coming back from a bit of a flu and a cold, but I'm alright. So don't make me laugh too much, okay?
How do I maintain?
You can come back from a flu. It's okay because you have an accent.
Oh, you're breaking up. I think we have to get rid of...
Can you say Foster's is Australian for beer? Or me? I'm going to need something to masturbate to later.
like a ringtone. Foster's for Australian for beer.
Yay!
All right. So,
Funny.
we're in post-show. Thank you, Joshua. I appreciate your help. Your
Oh, fuck, he's cute too.
If you send a dick pic, who knows?
No, that might change my mind. Can you put it next to a soda can so I have some like a frame of reference?
If you have one of those sounding bars, that would be...
And don't put it next to one of those little soda cans. Put it next to a regular 12.5-ounce soda can.
It'll be like an Australian soda can.
No way. They're not an Australian soda can.
Can you put it next to a kangaroo?
When you get the airplane.
Did you know that...
And don't put it next to a wallaby and try and tell me that shit's a kangaroo.
That's a koala.
Oh my god, I want a picture of a dick and a koala. Those are like my two favorite things.
It just keeps getting better and better.
I know. Everything's better in Australia.
My dick's nickname is something furry or no, it's got a spiky.
Do the toilets swirl in the other direction there?
Yeah, I've always got that question. Fucking Simpsons.
But did you actually know? That's not true. But what is true is that in Australia, on their soda cans, they actually put the hole on the opposite side because of the Coriolis effect. That's true.
Neat.
That's true.
And we do have also in state of South Australia, it's actually like a refund system, and a lot of people will travel interstate and take a whole lot of cans and just try to make some money. And so recycling is a bit of a big issue here, but I'm not sure sometimes how much it works because there's always the people that will just drag us down. But I wanted to talk to you guys about the Australian marriage situation and
Yeah.
It's really funny, hey, because...
You can talk about whatever you want, Matthew.
But can I mean, like...
Yeah, Matt Soulstar is my nickname, but... yeah.
Right, so this is Soulstar out of the chat hole. He wanted to talk to us about the marriage equality issue in Australia. The United States actually beat you guys to marriage equality. How does that make you feel? How bad does that...
Backward, man. Fucking backward. It's unreal, you know. It's so embarrassing. Especially, look, I was a Christian only until about three and a bit years ago, and I still even was one of those kind of Christians that still believed in evolution and had so much secular, not knowing, because I was in a bit of a cult situation as well with the church I was in, but still had so many connections, and my life was I was playing into football and other sports and other things, other interests. So I wasn't in a bubble, but with my church, I wasn't in a bubble, but still was with my friends in a certain way. It's a really hard way to describe it. So it was nice to finally get out of that. But I did not know. I thought we were still advanced in just like. I guess I did not know how fucking bad everyone is. Like you think everyone is like getting
normal
together in their own lives, but yeah, it's really sad. It is really sad.
So, what is? Give us an idea of just nationally what the issues are right now, and it's hard for me to imagine like this really affects the way I think about Australia because, like most countries, I assume that they're like way better than the United States.
No, I hear you, and it's really funny. In certain areas, there is a there is certainly a progressiveness in Australia and an underbelly, I believe, overall of progressiveness. But you've also got one thing is just people getting off their ass and actually doing something about it. And we do have, unfortunately, and it's really bit us on the backside now, is she'll be right. Like, no worries, don't take it easy, mate. Just relax, sit back, whatever, it's all good, And it's actually now coming to fucking really hurt us, because the people that are motivated are the people that are got a horrible, divisive and regressive attitude, and they're the people in power. They're the people with the money. They're the people with the influence, and especially our government, our right-wing, conservative government, which, in fact, really funny enough, our conservative government has been, being accused by the extreme right and those kind of people that are in the Australian version of the Trump kind of alt-right camp are seeing our conservative right-wing government not be conservative and not be right-wing enough. And I'm sure you guys are probably even seeing that to a degree, especially in England. That's been shown. So I guess now it's really coming to hit, people in their own homes and really personally really affecting people with this new marriage equality situation. What's essentially, give you a rundown, we had a plebiscite that was going to be proposed. It's a $180 million waste of money plebiscite, which was essentially like it's a referendum-y type of situation through the Australian Electoral Commission. So, and then like a proper vote. But the plebiscite would have, number one, would have been a stack of waste of money. But the other thing, it would have been also just created mass division. It would have been people promoting the anti-LGBT people I reckon lives would have been easily lost from that. Mm-hmm. And so we had our progressive, our left government and our Greens and essentially just people that are, similar kind of thoughts to us, really. Say, hey, you're just not going to allow that. And they stopped it twice. And the Australian government, the right-wing government, put threw their hands in the air, cracked the shits, and just went, okay, we'll put a postal vote out. And so now this is not a vote. Kind of,
so what is? What, I was gonna say, what does that mean? Because you said that in the chat room, and I was like, I don't know what the hell a postal vote is. Like, I'm not familiar with that phrase.
So a postal, it's snail mail, literally going backwards and going to. You have to have a letterbox, and you have to have them.
An address.
The vote will come. It'll be address, and it'll be posted out to you. Now think about the most who has, if you could just like put two different people in extreme dichotomies of who does and does not have a post vote. Your grandma, Auntie Beryl, she has the snail mail and still has the postal thing, and she still thinks, gays are from another planet. Right. Whereas most of the youth and the people that are really got into an educated opinion, let alone where it affects them, where it affects them personally. Those people probably are now online and probably don't have the postal vote. They're probably also the teenagers and young kids, or like not young kids as in, I'm talking 17, 18, 19, young 20-year-old kids. I'm 40 now, so kids are 20, they're kids. And but the youth, they're either in the granny flat in the back of the parents' home, or they're just all in different situations where they wouldn't have an actual postal address. So they're going to miss out on an opportunity on this. So we are, here in Australia, we're trying to absolutely get the word out to register, get on the Australian Electoral Commission, get on there so you get your vote and get an address, get a letterbox address, get a PO box address, like get to a local post office, whatever it is. Make sure you get the form that's coming out on the 12th of September so you can vote yes. Because you can be fucking absolutely 100% sure that the government has manipulated this, so it's made it hard for them. Okay, it's made it hard for the yes vote. That's what's horrible about it. They've deliberately manipulated a situation where it's going to be in the favour of a no vote, and it could be something that will hold Australia back for so long.
I barely have a post office.
It's insane.
Yeah, and I gotta say, like, they do the same kind of thing here in the United States with voter ID. They know that, our conservative government knows that the people who are least likely to have an ID are people who are going to vote liberal. And so they make it as hard as possible. They make sure that, the...
and they do the same thing with where they do their like polling booths and stuff
Yeah,
like that too.
Where they are,
Yeah.
and also it's always, voting is always during the week when, working class people have to work. And if you don't have an ID, you can't get an ID, you can't afford one, whatever. And I'm just thinking, like, at least here in the United States, you are far more likely to be a homeless person as a member of the LGBTQ community than you are as a straight person. That's just a fact. And because you're disowned by your family and all that stuff. Yeah. So this is exactly the same kind of dirty bullshit tricks that we get here.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's very sad. It's very sad. I've got a cousin. I'd love her to get married to a partner. She's been with a partner.
Is she hot? Is your cousin hot?
Don't listen to him.
Is your cousin?
Does she give off pheromones that makes you not attracted to her, or?
She's my cousin, so of course she is.
So the chat hole has a bunch of questions for you. Are you willing to take some random questions?
Let me thank you so much for answering real questions and talking about what you really feel is a passion of yours and something you've recognized in society that is unfair to people. Now some bullshit.
So, I want to know. Alan in the chat hole wants to know. Well, he says that koalas can give you chlamydia. Is that true? Have you ever gotten chlamydia from a koala, or is it?
Tell him that be a small sample size.
I won't lick a koala anymore. I will not. I stopped. It was during the recession of kind of 2005.
Right. Everybody gets drunk and curious. Go on.
Cellstar went cold turkey on the koalas, so we don't know the answer to that one.
Yes.
Iron Man.
Still get the itch.
Iron Man on the Iron Throne wants to know how many Tim Tams can you slam. I want to know what the hell that question means.
It's awesome. You got to get a Tim Tam, and then you put the. I'm not a coffee drinker, so no, fuck me, right? But I like the hot chocolate with the Tim Tam, and yeah.
Is Tim Tam a beer?
Is that your cousin?
Tim Tam's chocolate. Tim Tam's a layer of chocolate, like a coating chocolate with a crisp, like a what do you call it? Flake
potato chip.
Yeah, with another layer. It's chocolate on chocolate. It's fucking amazing.
Okay,
I want all of those.
Right,
Yeah,
that's something you have there?
Can we? I wonder if we.
We've got a sweet tooth in this country.
You guys have accents and Tim Tam? Shut the fuck up right now. Stop it.
I like the Iron Man on the iPhone asked me how often do you say cunt, and I'm like,
yes, that's one of the.
Jim Jeff's so right.
But you wouldn't have to if everyone wasn't being such a fucking cunt, right? So it's not your fault you say cunt all the time. It's those cunts' faults.
Holy fuck!
Exactly.
Like
I do. Like, have you guys ever get motivated by sometimes I get motivated by certain things when then, like the other day I've got different Facebook accounts for like in different kind of fields of things in my work, whether it be my work, whether it be my work situation or in situations where I was a sporting Facebook page the other day, put my you guys might see, some of you guys who are prebes has noticed on my Facebook account, yes, I put up a little frame that my profile picture about voting for marriage equality, and I got this guy come right like not a friend as someone I knew, but just a Facebook friend through the sporting team that we follow, and he just wrote he was showing obviously his anti LGBT kind of attitude, and he said to me, "Drop it or I'll delete you on Facebook." And for the first time, I'd never had someone confront me like that.
Yeah. And
I was like, "Fuck you, you're a massive cunt." Like that is like unbelievable, and it really motivated me. So since that, I'm like, thanks, cunt, because
that's right.
That has motivated me like crazy to really get on the airwaves, whether it be through the United States or Australia. I've got my own podcast that I kind of run here. What
is your podcast?
Everyone's got
the Aussie Skeptic Podcast. The Aussie Skeptic Podcast. We're on iTunes. We're starting it in the next week. We did first 2 episodes. I follow you guys, and I like a lot of United States podcasts and a couple of Brits and scientists and all things to do with essentially atheism and skepticism. We're all probably big Metal Hunty fans, as people imagine, and people like that. And we've got, I guess you guys probably have heard of Jake Farwarden in Australia. I hope he's a really good Australian podcaster.
Oh yeah.
Tim Minchin.
I know Tim Minchin. Yeah.
Oh, it's not
Yeah, he's got a
Meninich?
really cool. I'll have to, Ferris. I'm actually, you probably now when you know who I am, my name. I'm on Facebook with you with a friend, Matthew Sullivan, of Facebook. I've got a whole lot of stuff on there that I put up with. Tim Minchin's got a really cool little song he put out the other day, which was Australia. Have you guys ever heard of Australia? Still call Australia home?
No.
Nope.
I still call Australia home.
Is that like y'all's
I've been to
national
see- you never-
anthem, or?
Well, anyway, I still call Australia homophobic is essentially the name. So sadly it is.
Are you on the Atheist Airwaves? Are you in the Atheist Airwaves Facebook page?
Yes, I think I
join it if you're not. And I need two things from you. One is when your podcast goes up, drop a link to it in there.
When our podcast goes up, we'll drop a link too.
Fuck you guys. But the second thing I want...
No, I'm on it, yeah.
Okay, so the second thing I need from you, I went on to Amazon.com, and I'm trying to I need to buy some Tim Tams. And there's a whole bunch, and I don't know what's legit and what's bullshit. And it's I'm not going to lie, the first one up there is $80. I'm I don't know, it sounds good.
I'll just come visit you and you can talk to me about Tim Tams and we can go to the store and get some.
So if you could drop in a good brand of Tim Tams so we can buy them and we'll have them on the show whenever the hell they end up getting here.
Well, I knew in LA there was a place with an Australian store, you get all Australian products, but I'm not sure about down your way down there in Texas.
Yeah,
You can't get anything good here. Can't even get liquor on Sunday.
We'll just we used to have a Canadian fan. He doesn't like me anymore, but he used to send me these. I can't even remember what they're called, but they're amazing. And I used to just buy this Canadian snack, which is great. So I'll import the stuff. Yeah. So I need some Tim Tams. I just need to know what is the legit. I need to know what's good. Kristen in the chat hole wants to know what exactly does constitute a knife.
Well, certainly not that.
That's not. That is the best answer you can
I'm so sorry.
Actually, if you wanted to upgrade that now, you would that's not a knife, cunt.
Nice. Yeah.
No.
Okay,
No, now you're like an
try-
Australian guy from India. Stop it.
Okay. So
Yeah,
before
so really think I'm not sure if you guys got other Australian friends or through family and friends.
we
but
don't
it
have
is,
friends.
Seriously,
We're not
we've
friends.
got
We have
LGBTQ
enemies.
I hate
here
these
that
people.
They need help. They need some support. They need to Yeah, it's pretty fucked up here at the moment. It's not good. It's not really good because you've got people that can comfortably say to me on Facebook, drop it or I'll delete you. These people are different. They are
Bye.
different.
Yeah.
Right?
You see that? How does your brain work that you can actually tell people that no, you cannot get married. No, you cannot be like me.
Yeah.
You cannot have your relationship is different.
They're
That
afraid
is,
dick is delicious.
But also
Yeah, no,
They're afraid they're afraid dick is tastes like a Tim Tam.
Well, see, I've always related to the lesbian. I can totally understand why pussy's cracked. I mean, I get that. I get that. So I don't understand why anyone can, it's strange. It's strange.
and I just don't over in the United States, we went through all of that, and even today, there are still people. I mean, how many years? It's been 2 years since we got marriage equality, and they're still saying, "Oh yeah, any day now you're going to be able to marry dogs and stuff. That's going to happen.
Yeah.
People are going to be marrying platypuses." I mean, not here, obviously, but that's what you're in for.
But that's what you're gonna do.
Right?
You're gonna marry a platypus next week.
You have
Give me the green light.
But I mean, they're awfully cute.
Yeah. No, well, there's some really good-looking fish, and you just.
Do they have accents too?
I'm sure.
Good
Have you seen Funny Nemo?
You sound like a fish from India. Paris, be quiet.
So,
look,
we want to, before we get out of here, we want to talk to Petey a little bit about how things are going with her. So, when were you diagnosed with breast cancer, Petey?
February 27th. This
February
year.
27th.
Damn, it's been that long.
Yeah,
It seems like it's been longer, honestly, to me.
Really?
Well, I found the lump the first week of February, and then I found out pretty much the last day of the month.
Oh, well, we didn't find out until after.
Yeah.
Like after you've been to the doctor and stuff. So maybe
Yeah.
that's why it doesn't feel as long.
I knew about it like the day.
Because I wasn't.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Rev got to feel it like right away.
Reb was like,
I'm the one that discovered it.
And
so.
that's why he was talking about your boobs so much earlier. Got it.
Reb's all,
Thanks, All-Star.
I love your lovely
thanks,
cancer
guys.
lumps.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Any time in the future about these things, but yeah, please get the word out for your Australian friends and that. Like, it is pretty ordinary what's going to happen the next month. 27th of October, the postal vote kind of comes in, and I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you posted. I'm
like right now I'm on your profile. I'm throwing your frame onto my profile. So solidarity.
Man.
And find me through the Atheist Airwaves page. I'm going to post all the things on our Twitter and stuff like that, too.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. I'll keep in touch. I love your show.
Also, if I call you, answer me. Okay? answer the Facebook call. All you have to say is Foster's is Australian for beer and hang up.
No worries, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. So I guess the first question out of the chat hole for you, PD, is how do you deal with these losers?
In small doses. That usually helps.
That's why, like, she says she doesn't come on the show as much because she has cancer, but it's really because of all the losers.
I don't blame her.
Yeah.
I love these guys. You're kidding? They get me through the days.
This is why I'm not doing that Sarah thing. So this is why. So tell us what you've been doing since we last saw you, Petey.
So I've started a weekly chemo instead of a monthly one, pretty much. So
it's better.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be better. My hair started growing back, so it's only once a week, and it only takes about an hour and 45 minutes instead of 4 hours to do the chemo.
Oh wow!
And I drive myself home, so it's not that bad. And then I eat a whole bunch of Mexican food and pass out.
But I mean, to be fair, you'd be doing that even if.
Like, I was gonna say, that sounds like our daily minus
that
the
doesn't
chemo.
have anything to do with chemo. That's just like, you ate a whole bunch of Mexican food. Like, that has nothing to do with cancer.
No.
And everything to do with Mexican food is delicious.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. They know me pretty well already. Every Thursday, it's like, hi, guys. But, yeah, it's Taxol, so it's plant-based instead of man-made chemicals, I guess, or whatever. I don't know.
So it's much better.
That's what they say.
It's all natural
Yeah.
chemo.
I
I'm
feel like
not
there's
sure.
a lot of plants that could kill you, though.
Right?
Yeah.
Cyanide comes from a plant.
Before I started
Bryson
this
comes
one,
from plants.
the biggest thing that the doctor told me is that I could have an allergic reaction to it and go into anaphylactic shock. So
Well, that would be fun.
yeah, so
But then you didn't.
no, they
Good.
gave me 5 steroid pills to take the night before, and then I get Benadryl and like 3 other drugs.
And then she woke
before.
up and she was like total hulking.
Yes.
She was like,
Right? So
Jack.
now that
Like,
she's doing
so
like
much steroids.
chemotherapy and like it's plant-based, I'm waiting for her to turn into poison ivy.
Pretty much mutating as we speak. And so I wasn't allergic to it. It's nothing exciting. Like, it's kind of like the stupidest cancer ever.
You have the most boring cancer I've ever heard,
So
Petey.
it's just like, yeah, I lost my hair, but it'll grow back, and that's kind of it. But at the same time, like, fucking sucks. Today's 30 days of being sober. I have 58 more days to go.
I mean, what would happen, though, like, if you did have a beard?
I
Like,
don't want
what
just
would really
one.
happen?
That's the problem.
okay, so what would happen
I've
if you
never
just go like,
understood that either. When someone's like, "Can't you go out and have a drink?" I'm like, "That seems
Well,
like
no,
a
I mean,
waste
what-
of time."
It's like totally a waste
I'm
of
like,
time.
"Why wouldn't I have a water then?"
well, I mean,
done for the day.
what would really
Right?
happen, though, if, like, the day after you just, like, down, like, a
Well,
shit ton of beard?
Because
got
it's
totally
going
wasted.
through my liver, so I'm just like, fine, I guess I'll give my liver a break while it's doing this weekly. Because before, when I was taking the 3-hour count,
She doesn't want her
whatever,
liver multitasking.
Yeah. Like, I had to wait like 7 days. So now if I wait even like 4 days and just get wasted on Monday, like, I'm just getting wasted on a Monday.
But does the alcohol have the multiplier effect
That
on the
is
chemo
boring.
drugs like it does with painkillers? So you get
Yeah.
like a quarter of the chemo and like 2 shots, and that's like full chemo treatment, right?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Be quiet.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're like, you can limit your alcohol intake, or like just drink.
Wait, you
once.
can?
Well, they say
I didn't know
that,
that
and
was a
I'm
thing
just
you
like,
could do.
yeah, I can't. I'm just not that person. It's either like all or none. So
Right.
I'm like on team none right now.
At least you know who you are as a person.
Yeah, I can't just do one. I'm not that guy. So
Iron Man wants to know what your favorite hat is. I want to know why you would wear a Dallas Cowboys hat into this show, because that's not allowed.
Do people not like the Cowboys?
because I do what I want.
Good answer.
Do you not like the Cowboys or something?
My work got me a hat. It's a pink hat with the company logo on it, but on the side of it they put the hashtag Team Pete.
Oh,
nice.
that's cool.
So I wear that hat pretty much every day to work.
That's awesome.
And they're pretty awesome. So
Do you not-
so none of us wore Team Pete shirts, including Pete, to the show that Pete was on, but hashtag Team Pete.
Do you not like the boys, Ferris? Or
Huh?
do you not like the boys?
The
Ferris?
boys? Oh, the Cowboys?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I have no real opinion, but
He hates
I have-
everything Texas.
I have found
Like
that you can trigger anyone in Texas by talking shit about the Cowboys. So it's like my favorite thing to do. It's like my very favorite thing. Dude, they get like so out of control. Like I'll go to like a sports bar when the Cowboys are playing, and I don't give a shit about football, but whoever they're playing, I'm going to loudly root for them because people will lose their shit.
I thought the only thing worse than a Cowboys fan was like a Cowboys hater.
well, he's not from Texas, so I don't give a fuck what he thinks
Yeah.
about the Cowboys.
Yeah,
Like he's supposed to not like the Cowboys, so I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
So when do you
Yeah.
get to get your head tattoo?
December, when I'm done with all my treatments. I asked my
And what
doctor.
are you doing?
On this side, I want the lips, the red lips. Oh my gosh, I saw something on Facebook the other day where there was a bunch of like ghetto-looking guys that had the lips on their throats, and I was like, "Look, babe, that's the one. Like, that's what I'm gonna get." And on the other side, I went like a
Girl, I want this one just like Sad Boy.
yes, like, it was so terrible. Like there's
I'm not cool enough to understand that reverence.
oh, they're terrible tattoos, and I love them so much. Every time I see the red lips on somebody now, I get so
You're
excited.
gonna get like a teardrop.
No, just the red lips. And
She
then
has cancer. She didn't go to prison.
I haven't
Oh.
killed anybody yet.
Oh, okay. I don't know what things mean.
And then on the other side, I want like a barrette, like holding back my hair, but it's not holding back hair. And
Are
then
you gonna get like right on the hairline?
just
or-
slightly back, so it'll be there, but not that close.
But then you're gonna grow your hair out. We're not gonna see it anymore.
yeah, I know. That's what the doctor said too, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
But you better take good care of it, because if it scars up for some reason, then we won't grow hair there, and we will see it. So be careful.
I will. But yeah,
Rub your things on it.
I'm super excited. But yeah, the doctor said I can't get it until my treatments are done. So my last chemo treatment is the first week of October. Hopefully, I'll start radiation by the first week of November and be done halfway through December. So Christmas party, tattoo party.
Sweet.
Oh, nice. Cool tattoo party.
You sound like you're not very enthused about getting a
No, I
tattoo,
was
Heather.
thinking about who can come over and like have a tattoo party, like so we don't have to wait on like one person. I was thinking about who I knew.
Oh, having multiple.
yeah,
tattoo
like having
artists.
multiple tattoo artists, so we can have like a Festivus/tattoo party. That sounds like a.
That's actually a good idea. Like, I mean, if we had enough people who wanted tattoes and we could like set it all up in ahead
Well,
of
I
time,
mean,
like
not
that'd be
everyone
awesome.
there has to get a tattoo.
No,
Though.
no, but I'm just
Why
saying if we
wouldn't
had
you
enough
want a
people.
tattoo?
I mean, of course,
had
I
enough
get
people
one.
to,
Rev's like, I don't want to not be invited, is what he just said.
No, I just said like if you're doing like
Rev's getting a
Festivus-
dick tattoo. Dick tattoo.
Atheist Airwaves dick tattoo. That's happening. Iron Man and Iron Throne told a story.
He knows we're joking, but also he's nervous.
No, I mean, it's a Festivus thing. I mean, not everyone wants to, you know.
Not
do
everyone
all
wants
the
to
things.
play shots and ladders, but we
Yeah.
still do that. Get over yourself,
Right?
Reb.
Shots and letters and dick tattoos.
So Iron Man says, when I was in first grade, my mom had breast cancer. She was wearing a wig when she came to pick me up, and the gym teacher said, "I like your hair." My mom threw her wig at the teacher and said, "Thanks, want to try it on?" Have you had any like religious shit from like believers who know you have cancer?
Oh, like every day at work. Lately, I've been sitting up front, so I kind of answer the door and like meet with people or whoever
Wait,
comes
you
in.
talk to the door? Is this a side effect of the
talk
chemo?
to
or
people who come through the door.
Oh, okay.
And so it's like the most random people. Like 4 times in one day, I had 4 people say "God bless you" on their way out. And I mean, like vendors selling shit to whatever, people selling makeup. I mean, just a guy looking for a job said it on the way out, and I'm like, boy,
Oops.
you're not gonna get hired here. I was just like,
People come to
She
like
didn't say that because that's illegal. Anyway,
people
He's
come
not
to
gonna
an
get hired.
oil field office to sell makeup.
well, yeah, the controller buys makeup. So the lady that sells her makeup came in and talked to her. Didn't say anything to me except I need to talk to the lady, and I was like, all right. And on the way out, she was like, God bless you, and I was just like, what the fuck?
It's like, oh, I didn't sneeze.
I just
Go
thought
fuck
it was
yourself.
it was just too much in one day. I was just like, what the fuck? So I know my roofers have been like, you're in my prayers. The dentist is like, you're in my prayers. And it's just like, Jesus Christ. I wasn't in your prayers
Well,
last time I was here.
Literally, that's what it is.
It's just so over the top. Fortunately, my doctor's not like that. So that's I guess
That's
the most
nice.
important one. But
that would be a deal breaker for me.
that would worry me because I'm like, oh God, like I hope you didn't like, pray your way through med school.
I prayed my way through high school. I don't know.
Well, high school isn't med school.
Hopefully.
no, it's not.
Like, man, I didn't study for this test, but God, please. And maybe it's his fucking cancer test. I don't know how med school works. And now he's a cancer doctor and he prayed his way through his cancer test. That would make me very
It's
uncomfortable.
probably like an oncology 101 class.
Oncology is the cancer doctor I was trying to think of.
Yeah. Super exciting stuff. Yes, I have boring cancer.
You do have boring cancer.
I didn't even lose any weight, so I didn't even get the cancer diet going on. Nothing. Like, yeah. Didn't really gain any weight either, so that's good. But
Right?
sure do
But
like
then
ice
you
cream.
also said that you eat Mexican food until you pass out. So
You didn't lose any weight
I'm
from
gonna
the
get so much-
lumpectomy or anything?
Not
We're
what
good.
like. How does that? I know you were talking about when you got the lumpectomy that like it felt weird. Has it?
There's kind of like a little divot, like right here,
Mhm.
that you can like barely see. Or if I move it a weird way, like when I'm naked, like I turn a weird way and it kind of just settles. So like you can tell that there's like a
A
little,
thing there?
nothing there.
Right.
Like it kind of.
A little
Let me just
crater.
take off my shirt.
But I
You
mean,
did- you did on the-
also,
You
Isn't-
did on the Halloween episode that one time. Like, what was that stupid podcast that we were? You weren't there, but
Oh, no, no.
Oh
it was at your house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no! I had
Was
my
it-
top on. It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
just
but, like,
low. It was just
It was
really
low.
low.
It was like a. Yeah, it was like a tube top or
yeah.
something. And they totally thought you were completely naked,
Yeah,
and they were
it
like
was just
really
tube
excited
top.
about it. Yeah.
I was like,
dude, you
what?
got naked
Like,
chicks
oh
on
my
your show?
god! Like, I was like,
I'll wear a tube
relax.
top next time.
Have you listened to our show
I
before?
don't remember
Next time
that.
I'll wear the tube top.
but isn't, in your opinion, PD, lumpectomy the most non-medical or official term they've ever had for a surgery? Like, just what it is, ectomy after. I feel like they could have made it like way more fancy.
Well, like the real medical term is partial mastectomy.
Oh, that's way better.
Mm-hmm. So
I like that one
lumpectomy
better.
is kind of just like the layman's term that everybody just kind of throws out there.
Okay, because
So
they
that's
say
what
that
it
they're
is.
like lumpectomy. I'm like, so if I had
Yeah.
like my arm cut off, it'd be like an armectomy or like a toe-ectomy.
Yeah.
Like I feel like no one's trying anymore.
Yeah.
I never thought of it that
I
way.
think that maybe that people think too partial mastectomy, they just get like really
Like half your boob, like
Yeah,
the whole,
like-
like half of
They're
your
just
entire
going-
boob. Like
Yeah.
we got
So
like a
I-
nipple on this side, nothing on this
Yeah,
side.
so I think
nothing.
it maybe scares people. So
Yeah, that's a good point. I imagine having cancer and needing surgery, chemo, and radiation is scary enough without
I've
making
cried
it
a
more.
lot. I mean,
Yeah.
I may feel like, most days, like no big deal. And then yesterday I rode my bike for 30 minutes in the heat and the wind. And I was like, fuck, I am so goddamn tired. And I couldn't believe how tired I was.
That's the Mexican food, though. I mean, that like
Yeah.
legitimately, it's the
It's not going to stop.
Right? I mean, like, I couldn't eat like a big ass burrito and then go. First of all, don't feel bad that you're tired. Like, I
Yeah.
couldn't get out of my driveway without being like, well, that was a good try today, right, guys? Like, I was upset about how sweaty I got sitting on my back porch smoking a cigarette the
Yeah.
other day and like how much that exhausted me.
Like,
I
I'm
was dripping
tired.
sweat.
It's just like having cancer, really.
So I'm saying you were actually doing a thing. Of course you're going to be
but
tired.
Still, fucking sucks.
I just
in
get tired
this heat?
thinking about going outside to exercise.
I know. So
Yeah.
I don't think it had much to do with your cancer. I think it had to do with like having to do like physical, choosing for whatever reason to do physical activity out in the heat and the wind.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, my cancer. Let me think. What else? Just looking for October 12th.
The your first beer.
Oh yeah, I told work today I'm gonna go wasted on the Friday the 13th. If I'm coming in wasted, and they're like, all right. Just make sure you're here.
It's like we gave you that work computer. You can just work from home.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, yeah. So.
And then we're going skydiving, right?
Yes, in February.
All right, sweet.
Yes,
You coming, Red?
that's happening.
I don't know. I'm probably too fat for the parachute, though.
Well, okay, so we're going
You should still
skydiving,
come.
and Ferris will be our cheerleader on the ground.
No, I'll be in the plane, like,
So you,
with the fingernails in the door.
Oh, so you're jumping? so you're jumping.
Oh yeah, I'm jumping.
Are you gonna jump? Babe?
I have to because
He put him in timeout.
What happened?
Are y'all like doing like
it's
tandem?
a chat holectomy. I
have
performed
to.
a surgical procedure on the chat hole. I had to remove someone.
We have to go tandem. It's all our first time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. You don't go.
No, you can go.
You can't go alone.
Yes, you can.
Can you?
As long as you're
I'm
on a
going
zip line.
alone.
I'm totally
As
not
long as
going
you're on a
alone.
zip.
Fuck that
As
shit.
long as you're on a zip line, there's not as much
A
free
zip
fall.
line?
Yeah, like if you see like war movies when the paratroopers go out and they've got like a little line and it opens the parachute when you jump out, you can do that.
Oh, that's not as fun though. You want
yeah,
the
that's
free
what I'm saying.
fall.
Yeah.
Well, don't you want to be in the air for as long as
Yeah,
possible?
so I would totally go tandem. So
You
do
would
free
actually
fall.
be in the
wow.
air longer.
Right, yeah. If you open it immediately,
Yeah.
you'd be in the air.
I
for
just
a
want to
little
go by myself, and if I pull the cord, I pull the fucking cord. If I
No,
don't,
but
I
don't.
don't.
the cord gets pulled. That's what he's saying.
Well, I
No,
know.
and like, so I'm not okay with jumping out of planes. I'm gonna do it because otherwise, like, I'm in for.
I'll call him a pussy for the rest of his life until he dies. That's why he's gonna do
And-
I
it.
mean, if you thought the tattoo thing was bad.
He's gonna be like, "Morning, honey.
So-
I'm gonna be all morning, pussy, forever."
So, but like, she's trying to make me feel better. I'm like, there's no reason to do it, and people die doing this. And she's like, oh, but it won't matter. It's not going to take you that long. I'm like, that's a good 30 seconds of terror while you're like, the ground is rushing towards you at critical terminal velocity.
So what? Terror is only scary because it's not the terror of the falling. Terror is only scary because you're projecting about what you're going to have to live with.
Terror
once
is
the terror is
scary because
over,
that's
and you're
what
not going to have
terror
to
is.
live with anything.
You're more likely to die commuting to work every day that
I
you
know,
do.
but I would rather die in a car accident
No,
than
no
jumping
way.
out of a plane and free
No,
falling for
that's
30
crazy.
seconds.
Dude,
No, see,
and you
coming-
better hope however you die it's quick because I don't wipe asses.
All right. Iron Man, you should come down and skydive with us.
February. When's your birthday?
February.
26th. Please tell me I got that right.
It's February.
That's right. You better make that sexy face again.
You better get Soulstar back on the phone and apologize for you in an accent.
Not an Indian one.
Oh, so sorry.
No.
Anywho, we're not jumping for my birthday. I have one of those every year. You're only gonna get cancer once, hopefully. So
It's the
we'll
26th. I was right. I looked it up. Fuck you. Trying to tell me I don't know.
Like, I like that it's on his calendar though. His birthday is in this year
What?
because he had one
What-
last year.
What month is it in?
A
Yeah,
month,
okay. We will see you
a
guys next
month
week.
when we have hockey.
This has been a really
December.
long show. This has been a really super long show, and your kids are probably really hungry. And
Adam said, I heard when you said you wanted to smack my face when you said I make that face like my dad. I said, well, then don't make that fucking face like your dad.
Oh, did he hear my rapist O face?
yeah, probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
That's gonna be
That's
an
okay.
awkward
You're a bad
conversation.
I'm a
person,
bad
Reb.
person.
You're
I'm
gonna walk
never
out
gonna
there,
look at you the same.
and then
Preebs is not correct.
Preebs is wrong.
Preebs, you're wrong.
He probably looked on Facebook, and it's probably wrong on Facebook.
It is.
Because I did this thing for a while because I really, and honestly, none of you probably, one person a year I choose to say happy birthday on Facebook to. One person, that's it. Because I'm like, that's so, Facebook tells me, say, this is this person's birthday, say happy birthday. I'm like, fuck you. And like when people do it to me, it's like an entire day of like an entire wall of happy birthday bullshit. And it's like, Facebook just told you to do that. So what I did one year, and I did this for almost 2,
I have to pee so bad.
go for it. Because you were so good during the show. And so
I was good during the
Yeah.
show. Bye, everybody. Love you.
But seriously, so what I did was I had my real birthday and I got real mad about it. And so the next week I just changed my birthday to the next week. And they did it again. Like family members. Legitimately.
Oh, no way.
Oh, she's good. She does know my birthday. And I did it every week. And then I started doing it daily. And I was still getting like
Oh my gosh. That's
there were like a
crazy.
handful of people who were like, when my birthday comes up every year, it's like, I don't know if this is actually your birthday because I did that for like 2 years. Like, I don't know if this is really your birthday, but
I don't ever say happy birthday on anyone's little notification thing.
I just hate it. I hate it. So I
We do it for certain people, not everybody, but certain people. Yeah, I do.
Because I
choose one person. I tell them. I was like, this is real fucking special, so appreciate it.
Well, I have mine turned off so people don't even get the notification about my birthday. So.
I love my birthday.
I don't really care.
I'm gonna be sober on my birthday this year. I'm fucking pissed off about it.
After I turned 25 and I got the insurance rebate, I don't really care about birthdays anymore.
Preebs, it was brilliant at the time. I want to say that I had to stop doing it because Facebook will only let you change it so much now. And I feel like that's the Ferris rule. Like you can only change your birthday so many times, and then you have to wait until you change it again. So, but like seriously, no one gives a fuck. It's your birthday. Facebook tells them to do that to you, and that's it. It's totally disingenuous and stupid. So, that's my Facebook birthday rant.
I see where you're going.
See you guys next week, 7:30 Central.
Bye, everyone. Maybe one day this post show will make it on the Patreon.
Tomorrow, in fact, it will be on Patreon.
You heard it here on a post show episode that maybe you will or won't hear eventually one day.